Taylor, how do you assess year one in the NHL?
It was a big adjustment at first for me personally, but as the season went on, I got a lot more used to the NHL, and I come in next year knowing a lot about the league. But we don't want to go through another year. We don't want to be last place next year. I think everyone coming in should have a goal of making the playoffs, and we're going to get a really high pick, and that should improve us too. And but for next year, I think we should have a lot more higher expectations.
For yourself personally, even though you didn't finish the season, the fact that you were able to score 22 goals and get some points, just the confidence going forward that it does work for you in this league too.
It's nice to know that my style of game or how I play has transitioned well to the NHL. But I want to keep improving as a player. I want to continue working with my teammates, getting chemistry. With whoever I play with next year, I want to become a better player at both ends of the rink, and but at the same time, it is nice to know that whatever I've done has worked, and I had a pretty good year.
How excited are you about the prospects of another significant piece being added, like you were last year? I mean, you maybe have a shiny new center to play with. You maybe have an excellent defenseman. I mean, it's a fairly major thing for the organization.
So they're going to pick Larson or Hopkins for sure, eh?
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it could be one or the two.
Whoever they pick is going to have some pressure, but I think everyone here is really excited. We talk about it all the time that as much as we don't like losing, it's a lot better than finishing ninth and not getting a high pick. So we're on the right track here. We have a lot of young players, and for good reasons. Fans should be excited. So it's as tough as this year was. It is good to get a high pick.
Maybe they'll find a first-line left winger.
Yeah, whatever makes our team better.
Taylor, you got a few buddies still playing against him. What do they say about Landeskog? I'm sure you've talked to your friend still down in the OHL, just about his ability and maybe what to look for from him.
I played against him last year. Last year he wasn't the same player as he was this year, but he's I think he's probably the most NHL ready kind of guy. He's got a big frame. He's a player that can play at both ends of the rink, and he's really gritty. So if he's going to be in the NHL next year, whoever takes him, they're a lucky team. So I have no idea what Tammy and our scouts are thinking, but we're pretty excited to get whoever we get.
What do you remember about the draft lottery last year? I think you were part of it.
It's funny. I was thinking about the other day. The draft lottery was a crazy time, but I didn't really realize at the time that whole thing shaped my my career. To start with, at least. So it's a fun day. I'm gonna be with Wits, and we're gonna be watching it. So, but I don't really think these players understand how it's gonna shape their lives. So it was a fun day, but at the same time, it's pretty nerve-wracking.
You look at the injuries. So many high-end guys getting season-ending injuries. Sean talked about it. He said, "Geez, if we can even just straighten that out."
Yeah, that's not really something you can control, but. It was tough losing the high end guys. It puts a damper in your lineup for sure. But losing Hork, our captain, losing Hemmer, losing Ebbs there for a little bit. Those are guys that play power play. They play PK, and anytime that kind of happens, you never want to see that. So next year, you don't want to jinx it at all. But we're hoping to have a healthy lineup.
What's the offseason look like for you in terms of getting through your first year of pro and maybe tackling something specific?
I want to get a lot stronger. Obviously, I'm gonna have a lot of time to work out, so I'm gonna have to put it to good use. Make sure that I'm getting stronger. I talked to our athletic therapist, all our strength guys and stuff. So I just want to make sure that I get a lot stronger. I haven't had a summer to work out like this at all in a long time, so I'm going to put it to good use and make sure that I come into camp next year feeling good about myself and having having a good training camp, having a good start to the year. Just want to get stronger in the off season.